Hey guys, what is up? Aoki here. Super excited to bring you the brand new reveal of the new support champion, Milio. Now, we have known bits and pieces about Milio for months, but this is our very first brand new look at it. I think bits and pieces of Milio's design kind of leaked a couple minutes ago, so Riot is just going full like nuclear reveal, and this is it. This is his splash art. You can see he's a little cutie. He's got these cute little fire things. Now, what we know of Milio's kit so far is that he plays similar to Lulu, whereas he has like offensive and defensive capabilities for every ability. So for instance, he can use his Q on his allies and his enemies. And oh my gosh, I am just overwhelmed right now because look how freaking adorable this champion is. We also have the brand new theme song, and accompanied by it is like a whole montage of like concept art and looks at his abilities. We don't have a full gameplay reveal yet, but we get a very good idea of what Milio's gameplay is going to be through this video. So I'm going to be leaving a link to this down in the description. But yeah, guys, brand new support, brand new champion. Super excited. Make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel because we are going to be playing him on the PvE the very second that he drops. So yeah, as you can see, these look like maybe like an older Milio, because the design they went with, he was very young. It looks to be like, I don't know, like 10 or younger in the actual design. So this is just kind of like where they were designing him, trying to decide on like an age and a look for him. He's got this big backpack on, so I'm really excited to see like what that plays, what part that plays in his gameplay. Like, is that where he keeps his little fire buddies? How does he use and utilize the fire buddies in his gameplay? It's just all super exciting. The last support that we had released was Renata Glask, and while she was exciting, I think that there's going to be a lot more hype around this character. I mean, like look at this. Look, even just in the design stages and the draft, like there's just so much personality put into this character. I'm not going to play the theme song because it's probably going to get copyright struck, but definitely go check it out because the theme song is like fun and playful and upbeat. And like, look at this. He's kicking someone and falling over. I just love this. So he's like kicking a fireball at an enemy and it bounces off that guy. So maybe he had one of the offensive forms of his fireball is that he, you know, shoots out a projectile and it bounces between enemies in a team fight. And then there he's using it to seemingly heal the Teemo, protect the Teemo, something. We know he's an enchanter, so he's doing something good for this allied Teemo here. And then maybe this looks like possibly even like the fire expanding out and giving him a shield and the third thing. So we definitely can tell little glimpses, little bits and pieces from his gameplay for this. It's just really interesting stuff. And there's another look at his backpack. There it is further along in the design. Oh my gosh, this is just so freaking cool. Guys, let me know down in the comments what you think about Milio, if you're excited to play him, if you're excited to see the full gameplay reveal. We are going to be playing him the millisecond that he drops on the PvE. And yeah, that's it. I think this is just kind of a couple of color swaps, palette swaps while they're trying to nail down his design, but really good stuff. And then we get actually a glimpse at an upcoming cinematic here. So I'm looking forward to that cinematic as well. Just everything, bro. Everything about this is like so wholesome and cute. Very big shock. Very big switch up from the last support, which was Renata, who's all about like being grungy and evil and in charge. And this dude's just like very playful. And he also actually has a lore story, which they do when every champion releases. Milio's story began generations ago with his grandmother Lupe and her twin sister Lune, two elemental masters who wove their respective earth and fire axioms together to overcome the Vidalian's trials and join the Yuntal. But after Lune was caught plotting against the Yuntal, both sisters were convicted of her crime and punished as twins. Lupe was banished to the farthest reaches of Ixtal, and Lune all but vanished, taking with her the last of Lupe's trust. Wait, Milio's a girl? No. Okay, Lupe's a boy, right? Lupe and her twin sister. No. He's with his grandmother, Lupe, and her twin sister. Okay, bro, that sentence threw me through a loop because I was like, wait a second. I've been calling this a boy the whole time. It's actually a girl. But anyways, by the time Milio was born, his family had done all they could to make the best of their new lives. He knew only love and laughter, and to him, life in the village was paradise. What more could they ever need? When Milio was old enough, Lupe tried to teach her grandson the axiomata. Where the rest of her family had failed her, Milio showed promise and took to the elements naturally, but struggled to grasp the rules and rigidity of the discipline. Disappointed, Lupe gave up hope, abandoning Milio's teachings. Milio, however, continued to learn on his own. Away from the guidance of his grandmother, he abandoned the restrictions she had tried to impose on him, studying nature itself, he intuited his own set of rules and eventually mastered fire, the one axiom his grandmother wouldn't teach him. Oh, so she wouldn't teach him fire. He went out and learned it on his own. That's so cool. But something bothered Milio about fire. Did it have to be so destructive, especially when he saw the potential for it to do more? The answer revealed itself one night when Milio was chasing the glow of summer fireflies. They led him to one of the village's hunters who was injured and unable to move. Milio tried to keep her stable with his fire axiom, but it wasn't enough. Knowing the village healer was too far, he tried desperately to adapt the axiom into a force that could heal. This is a really cool twist on like a firebender type character. Like he tried to learn the other elements. He couldn't. The only one he could learn on his own was fire, but he wants to use it for good. I think that's a great like narrative hook. As he placed his hands on the hunter's stomach to support her wound, he felt the flicker of warmth. It was so familiar and soothing, like he was touching her soul, her inner flame. Then Milio began to feel that same flame within himself. He could feel it within the trees, within the leaves, as if each part of the jungle was coming to life like a cozy bonfire. Focusing all of his energy into that feeling, he used what nature had taught him to manifest that fire. And what emerged was a creature, small and timid with wide, friendly eyes. Milio placed it on the hunter's wound and felt the creature, his inner flame, heal her from the inside out. That night, he discovered an entirely new axiom, which he affectionately named Soothing Fire. Love that. That's like his little tagline too. He's the Milio. There's the soothing flame. Milio ran home to show his family what he'd done. Before their eyes, he manifested another soothing flame that he danced happily in the palm of his hand. His Fuemigo, and his family celebrated. Grandmother Lupe, however, was unsettled by this achievement. Seeing Milio's mastery of the axiomata at such a young age, Lupe knew that her grandson had done what the rest of her family failed to do. With his abilities, he could finally end their exile and restore them to their rightful place among Ixtal's ruling caste. However, she was troubled by his fascination with fire and how his burgeoning skills went against the traditional teachings of the axiomata. Despite this, Lupe threw everything into her last chance at redemption. Milio became her sole focus as she nurtured and shaped his abilities, preparing him to leave home, travel to Ixtalcan, and finally free her from the burden of her sister's failures. Milio felt this weight upon his shoulders, and the thought of leaving home on his own terrified him. But because Milio loved his family more than anything, he would find the courage if it meant ensuring their happiness. In preparation for the journey, he and his grandmother fashioned a special backpack. There it is, guys. We got the backpack lore that Milio called his Fornacita, inside of which he could keep his ever-burning Fuemigo. Then, with a heavy heart and a wide smile, Milio, at only 12 years old, and we got his age, left his village behind, outfitted with only his trusty Fornacita and some new clothes made by his family. He traveled the entirety of Ixtal, forging his way through the jungle, camping underneath the stars, and making friends along the way, all while sending frequent letters home that detailed his exciting adventures. After a long journey, Milio finally made it to Ixtalcan, where he since begun his training to challenge the Vidalian. The boy with the soothing flames has caught the eye of more than a few, including Lune, currently imprisoned beneath the city and biding her time. Even Milio notices the whispering that accompanies him around the city, but his focus is on joining the Yuntal and making his family proud. Okay, I am not usually a big lore fan, but that's actually a great, that's like such a great like basis to set for the story, for this character's journey. I love it. I think everything about this champion is really cool. I'm interested to see how he interacts with Nico and Nidalee and Kiana. I know that Nidalee actually already has like recorded voice lines for him and stuff like that. Like you know, secret interactions or whatever. But yeah, so just gonna read through a couple of YouTube comment reviews here, just initial interactions. So hyped on playing this exciting support. The score is wonderful. Did not expect this design. Gives me Nunu vibes. That's very true. I get lots of Nunu vibes from this character as well. But just really interesting stuff all around. Cannot wait to see how he plays. Cannot wait to see what you guys think about it. You're looking at a brand new Milio main, guys. So really excited about it. Great job on the design. I am hoping and praying that the gameplay matches all this positive energy, this fun, like lightheartedness to his story and his design and just everything about him. So yeah, hopefully we get to see some gameplay very, very soon. Like I said, guys, make sure you are subscribed to the channel to not miss a single drop of Milio content. I really hope I'm saying his name right, by the way. Is it Milio or Milio? I don't know. Let me know down in the comments. But either way, Thank you so much. Much freaking love, guys. Take it easy, boys. Peace.